What's up, guys? Welcome back to another video. Hope you're doing well today. Now, I need to just quickly say this. That, the whole point in this video was just to show off this new female rider model that got leaked. But I don't know what's going on this server right now. But everybody stood up. Like, this guy's just chilling here, stood at the side of the track. There's a bunch of people, like you can see, on their bikes. They're not actually on their bikes, and again, like, he's just stood up and now he's not actually riding on it properly. I have never seen this before, and I've got literally almost 2,000 hours in this game. So that's a thing. I have no idea what I want to title this video now, but what I did want to do is say that we now have two new rider models in this game. I am so sorry, Harry. We've got created by Pay 2021. Now, Pay is the man originally behind the CBMX bikes, and I usually shy away from his stuff quite a lot just because there's always a little bit of debate around it, because a lot of the models are taken from like Monster Energy Supercross games and so on. But this model that we've got here, the female model, and there is also another male model too, are completely made from scratch by him, which is really, really cool. So I've got no issue showing these off at all. We've got Pumpukasu, just goon rider, you know, his arms are nice and low. Rickardson's just chilling over at the side here. Look at that track they are, all people just stood up walking around. Oh, this is so bloody cursed. But I suppose all I was going to do for this video originally was just to ride around and show things off a little bit. I mean, I should probably... Can I go into the... What's the best way of doing this? If I go into Garage, go to Test. So he has given the lady a little bit of an arse. When she stands up, it does curve out a lot, and we obviously got some bobs in there. Now, the shoulders are my only issue with this. They're very, very broad looking shoulders, like super wide. She definitely goes gym. She definitely lifts. From the front, it doesn't look too bad, and if you like lean forwards, it doesn't look too bad either. But I'm guessing that he's probably quite limited on what he could do in terms of also getting the skins to work in game as well, because currently with these, when you install them, all you have to do is copy your skins over and your normal skins will work too. I haven't put on my creation skins at the moment because like the number one that I do have on there is quite stretched out. It looks really unnatural, so I just slapped on some gear that didn't have any numbering on it at all. And I actually think it looks okay. Same with the hair that you can see as well. The hair is all part of the rider model. It's not to do with the helmet at all. I know we've got that helmet in game that's got a mullet attached to it, which is really, really cool. But this is completely separate to that. So if you are one of the very few like women that play this game, I know of I think 3 in total, then you can finally represent yourself. You can get some bobs and Vagene. Or if you are a slightly chunkier man, then we also have a new male rider model as well, which is, he's a pretty hefty guy. I can't lie, I did laugh a little bit when I changed from the default model over to the new one. It was just really, really funny. I should probably show him off as well, shouldn't I? Actually, let's scratch this. We'll leave this extremely boofed lobby where I have no idea what's going on, as yeah, that guy in the carry is exactly the same. Just look look at it, it just looks so stupid. But we'll leave this, and I'll show off the male model as well and show you how chunky he is. He's a big old boy. Okay, so this gives you a better idea of the proportions as well. So you see she's quite all rightly built in the back department. Like from the side, I actually think it looks really, really good from the side. It's only when you start rotating it a bit and you see that it's more of a it's a Dorito shape. She has got the old triangle build that most men aspire for aesthetically. But this is the part that I found really funny and interesting. So if I go to default and we'll just get the default rider, he looks quite normal, you know, nothing too crazy about him. If I change this to male, my man's about to gain like an extra 100 pounds. Just have a look at this. Boom! he's a big old boy. We got Michelin Man energy going on. Right, let's get the big boy around the track as well. And I'm very, very glad that the rider model has no effect on performance, because I think I'd be down a little bit of horsepower that I needed if that was the case. But I mean, proportions aside, I'm under the impression that adjusting anything kind of default within this game, whether it be rider model or the gloves and anything like that, I've been informed that it's actually very, very difficult to do. Like insanely hard, much harder than it should be. And with the lack of kind of documentation and all of the right knowledge like passed down from Perboso on what you need to do, or just the resources that you need to build things properly in this game. I think that Pay has done a very, very good job on this, and I always like to see people making some really good original content as well, and new things that we've not seen on the game before. So as I said, like in the past, I've covered some of his CBMX bikes, which is all the other bikes kind of ripped from the Milestone games and such, and you'll notice that I haven't touched on them in a very, very long time, just for the sole reason of, I think, I don't know the right wording for it. I just feel like if I was to do that, I'd lose a bit of respect, like, from the community a little bit more, just from using bikes that I really shouldn't do. So that's the only reasoning. But like I said earlier, the fact that he's gone out his way and made this all himself from scratch, I have no issue with. It was released on the forums, which is where I didn't see it originally. I very, very rarely venture over to the forums. I'm more of a MXB mods or MX Bike shop kind of guy. But could you tell I've been getting a little bit desperate? I'm recording this on the 10th of February. I'm just pre-recording because I'm going to be away from it's either tomorrow the 11th or the 12th, all the way up until the 17th. So I'm just getting like a good week's worth of videos done. But MXB, like the MX Bike shop, not MX Bike shop, the MXB mods website has been having a little bit of grief recently. So all of the uploads and stuff has been locked up until the point of me recording this, at least. I'm sure the day I go away it'll be unlocked again. But essentially, if nobody's in the loop and you want to know why there's not been many, if any, mods uploaded on there in the last week or so, for some reason, one or two scumbags are trying to upload mods and disguise it as like packs of gear, so like a bunch of gear sets in one. However, within it there's actually an exe file, which turns out to be a virus, essentially. So be very, very careful on what you're downloading. If you see anything that is an executable file, first of all, do not run it, and second of all, let the admins know, or like in the MX Bikes Discord, and they'll go and delete it straight away. But I just like this community, really, it's not a big community at all, and the fact that it's come to the point where we're now having to stop the community from uploading mods because of one or two scumbags. I guarantee it's just like little kids that have found like gone on GitHub, found like all the scripting and just done it that way, and just, I don't know, just having a giggle with their friends in their own Discord. Wouldn't surprise me if it was the same guys I exposed not that long ago in the community thread on a post where there was actually like let's just say like 30 different servers on MX Bikes, all with links to Discords, and the Discord was like I don't think it was a data miner, but there was definitely something sketchy going on there. Either way, I don't know why. We can't have nice things, and it's hurting me personally from a creative standpoint. I'm sure you guys are getting a little bit bored, because it's just really nice having a constant flow of tracks all the time, so going a week without anything new is a little bit unusual for us. I feel like we're always really spoiled in that regards, and hopefully if they can't find a solution to it, there's a way of them being able to check, or maybe have something that detects if a virus has been uploaded. I know that since I first became aware of this being a thing, anything that I've gone to download now, I've run through a virus scanner first, before I've opened it or moved it out of the download, etc. So just trying to be extra safe, especially in my position. The last thing I want is all of my details getting thrown out there. I'm very surprised I just hit that whoop section that nicely. And so the same day I'm recording this is also, I mean, it's a Friday. Every Friday, that means another aerial race. We're actually doing Tampa tonight. Very excited for it. I've not seen a track preview yet because it's a little bit delayed, I think. I mean, this doesn't really matter at all for you guys. It's a week in the past, but I'm excited. Very long sand section, which I think will play out really, really well in game. Very interested to see how that all erodes, but more so excited for the real life race. At the time of me recording this, again, it's like midday on the 10th, so the day before Supercross. There are rumours of rain for the main event. Now, 250s, Max Anstey is looking very, very nice. I love Max. Being a fellow Brit, I'm always going to be rooting for him. I'm going to show a little bit of bias there. And he is insane in the wet. You know, the things that he done for us Nations that one year in the wet as well. He's an absolutely incredible wet rider. So I kind of do want it to rain. I mean, I always find the wet races exciting in Supercross, but more so because I think it will give him the best chance possible to get a win. I know Hunter is also very good in the wet, so it's also going to be difficult, but fingers crossed. I'm crossing my fingers. I'm not going to make predictions this time, because if you guys remember when I made predictions for Houston, I think I said Dylan Ferrandis was going to win 450s and he went off in an ambulance with something very, very wrong. So I'm not going to do that again. I'm not going to jinx anybody. And I apologise, this has been a little bit of a short video. I just wanted to show off these models and just say a massive well done to Pay as well. And then obviously we had all that weird and wonderful stuff in that server earlier on. But that's going to do it from me. I hope you guys have been keeping safe, been keeping well. Hope you're all happy and healthy. And I think that'll do it from me. If you did enjoy the video, please do drop a like and subscribe to the channel if you're new. I would greatly appreciate it. Have a lovely rest of the day, whatever it is you're up to, and I'll catch you in tomorrow's video. Peace.